What if the tool that helps your child write a paragraph, organize their day, or calm their nervous system is not another adult in the room, but a carefully chosen AI support? And here's a real question: is AI the future of shadow teaching? Or is it quietly replacing something deeply human? Today, we are having an honest conversation. No fear mongering, no overhyping. Just practical, grounded clarity about how AI tools are already supporting neurodivergent children in classrooms and what that means for shadow teachers and families in 2026. Let's begin. Hi, I'm Namita, counseling psychologist and expressive arts therapist, and this is EducateAble. If you have been following this Shadow Teacher series, we have talked about roles, burnout, collaboration with schools, regulation, boundaries, and practical classroom strategies. But today we are stepping into something new. Because whether we like it or not, AI tools are already in classrooms. Children are using them. Teachers are experimenting with them. Schools are slowly adopting them. And if we do not guide how they are used, they will be used without guidance. This episode matters because the future of inclusive education is not just human support or just technology. It is thoughtful integration. So let's explore what that actually looks like. Take a breath with me and let's step in. What AI tools are already helping neurodivergent kids? Let's start practical. Here are some real, accessible tools that many families and schools are already using in 2026. 1. Speech to text tools. Examples: Google Voice Typing, Microsoft Dictate, built-in Apple Android dictation. For children with ADHD, dysgraphia, motor planning difficulties, or autism, writing can feel exhausting before the thinking even begins. Imagine Arav, age 9. He has brilliant ideas about space, but the moment he has to write them down, his body tightens. His handwriting is slow. He loses track of thoughts. Frustration builds. Speech to text lets him say the sentence first. The idea flows, the friction reduces. This does not replace writing skills. It reduces the barrier so cognition can lead. 2. Predictive text and AI writing assistants. Examples: Grammarly, Microsoft Copilot built-in suggestions, adaptive keyboard prediction tools. These tools help with sentence completion, grammar support, and organizing thoughts. For older neurodivergent students, especially those with executive functioning challenges, predictive prompts can scaffold structure. But here's the key word: scaffold, not substitute. 3. AI visual schedule generators. Examples: Goblin Tools task breakdown, ChoiceWork style AI custom planners, visual schedule creators integrated into learning platforms. Children with autism, PDA profiles, or high anxiety benefit from visual predictability. Some AI tools now break tasks into micro steps automatically. Instead of complete science project, the tool generates: choose topic, find 3 sources, write 5 bullet points, create poster, practice presentation. For a child whose brain freezes at big instructions, this is gold. 4. Gamified focus timers. Examples: Forest app, Timo, structured focus apps with adaptive reminders. These apps combine timers with gentle rewards. For ADHD brains, this can increase dopamine enough to start a task. A 15-minute focus sprint becomes a challenge, not a demand. Notice something important: none of these tools are AI teaching the child everything. They are reducing friction, they are supporting regulation, they are increasing access. And access is inclusion. How shadow teachers can ethically integrate AI? Now the critical part. Just because the tool exists does not mean we use it blindly. So how can shadow teachers integrate AI responsibly? 1. Use AI after observing the child's need. Do not introduce a tool because it is trendy. Introduce it because you have noticed repeated writing shutdown, overwhelm with task sequencing, emotional dysregulation during transitions, avoidance due to executive load. The tool must match the need. 2. Teach the child how to use it. This is crucial. A shadow teacher's role is not to operate the tool for the child. It is gradually transfer competence. Example: Meera, age 11, struggles with long assignments. Her shadow teacher shows her how to use a task breakdown AI. Week 1, adult models. Week 2, child uses with guidance. Week 3, child initiates independently. We are building autonomy, not dependence. 3. Avoid over-reliance. If every sentence is generated by AI, the child is not building cognitive muscle. AI should prompt thinking, help organize, reduce friction. But the ideas must remain the child's. If the tool writes the entire paragraph, we pause and ask, is this supporting growth or replacing effort? That distinction matters. 4. Data privacy and consent. This is often ignored. Shadow teachers and schools must consider, is student data stored? Are recordings saved? Do parents know what tools are being used? Is personal information being uploaded? We do not input confidential therapy details or personal histories into random AI tools. Transparency with parents is non-negotiable. Let's take a quick breath here. AI is not neutral. It reflects the data it was trained on. It carries bias. It may misunderstand neurodivergent communication styles. Which brings us to the next section, benefits and real risks. We need balance. Benefits: reduces task initiation paralysis, increases independence, supports communication, lowers adult prompting, helps personalize learning space. For some students, AI tools can reduce shame. When a child can quietly use speech to text instead of being corrected repeatedly for messy handwriting, dignity increases. And dignity matters. Risks and limitation: screen fatigue. Many neurodivergent children already experience sensory overload from screens. Adding more digital input can increase irritability. Reduced human connection. A shadow teacher's attunement, eye contact, co-regulation, humor, and intuition cannot be replaced. AI does not notice subtle body tension. AI does not sense rising anxiety before a meltdown. AI does not build relational safety. Equity and access. Not all families can afford subscriptions. Not all schools allow devices. We must avoid creating a two-tier support system. Cognitive offloading. If the brain never practices sequencing, memory, or writing because AI always does it, long-term skill development may stall. Technology should extend ability, not erase it. Let me share a short story. A teenage student I worked with used AI writing tools constantly. Her essays improved quickly, but during exams without devices, she froze. The internal structure had not developed. That was our turning point. We shifted to using AI only during planning stages, not final drafts. Her independence improved. Balance is everything. Expressive arts integration activity. Now let's bring in something human and creative. Here is an activity you can try at home or school. Activity: Future Me with Support Collage. After using a goal tracking or task breakdown AI tool for a week, invite the child to create a collage. Materials: old magazines, printed images, markers, glue, chart paper. Prompt them. If you had tools that helped you stay organized and calm, what could your future self look like? Let them cut images that represent confidence, independence, calm focus, achievement. Then ask reflective questions. What helped future you? Was it just the tool or also people? Who supported you? How did you feel inside? This shifts the narrative. The hero is not the AI. The hero is the child using tools wisely. And we anchor growth emotionally, not just digitally. Let's summarize. AI in shadow teaching is not a magic fix, not a replacement for human connection, not something to fear blindly. It is a tool. When chosen thoughtfully, introduced ethically, scaffolded intentionally, and balanced with relational support, it can increase access and independence for neurodivergent children. But the center must always remain the child, the relationship, the nervous system. Technology serves the human, not the other way around. Imagine classrooms where shadow teachers use AI to reduce overload. Parents understand what tools are being used. Children learn how to advocate for what helps them. And human connection remains strong. That is the future I believe in. And we are building it together. If this episode gave you clarity, please like and subscribe to EducateAble. It helps this content reach more parents and educators who need grounded guidance, not hype. In the comments, tell me, what AI tool have you tried, or are you curious about trying? Have you seen benefits? Concerns? Check the pinned comment for resource links to the tools mentioned today. And if you are a shadow teacher wanting deeper structured training in inclusive, psychology-informed support, explore the playlist linked below. Next episode, we are diving into something powerful. How to prepare neurodivergent children for transitions between school years without overwhelming them. Until then, remember, support is evolving, technology is evolving, but children still need attuned adults. And you are doing meaningful work. I'll see you in the next episode.